97.5 WFHR and 105.5 WIRI, your Wisconsin Rapids home for locally grown radio. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
From the Wisconsin Rapids Local Newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay. Wisconsin Farmers Union members traveled to New Orleans in early March for the National Farmers Union 124th Anniversary Convention. A local farmer received recognition during the event. Hans Brettenmosher of Merrill, Wisconsin, received the Bruce Miller Membership Award, which recognizes those who display a true passion for family farming and rural America while promoting the work of the Farmers Union. WFU President Darren Von Ruden says Wisconsin members put a strong focus on dairy at last year's convention. This year, a special order of business on dairy policy reform was adopted nationally. Von Ruden said this sends a clear signal that supporting family-scale dairy farms remains a national priority. It's Groundwater Awareness Week, and it's a good time to know the quality of the water you drink by getting your well water tested. Private wells can become contaminated if bacteria are not filtered out as the water soaks into the ground. Insects or small rodents can also carry bacteria into wells that have inadequate caps or seals. DNR and DHS recommend that people test their private wells at least once a year for bacteria and nitrates, and any time they notice a change in how their well water looks, tastes, or smells. Testing for nitrates is especially important for private wells servicing pregnant women or infants, as it can cause harm if levels are too high. The City of Wisconsin Rapids is holding their annual community tree sale. You can order a tree for yourself or for the community. There's a list of available trees for purchase on the Parks Department website or the city's Facebook page. You can also contact Sue Winch at swinch9@gmail.com or by calling the Parks Department at 715-421-8240. I'm Melissa Kay for WFHR WIRI News.
With Civic Media News, I'm Stace Keene. The first and only debate in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race is on hold. It's now scheduled for next Thursday after Judge Chris Taylor became ill yesterday. Her campaign says she's recovering from kidney stones and plans to resume campaigning soon. Opponent Maria Lazar's team says they're ready whenever the debate is rescheduled. Early voting is underway for the April 7th contest. Find out where to vote and see your ballot at myvote.wi.gov. There's more to learn from that Marquette poll this week. Results show President Trump's approval rating in Wisconsin is 14 points underwater. That's his worst ever in the state and down 4 points from last month. Pollster Charles Franklin calls it steady erosion through Trump's second term. Most Wisconsinites oppose the war with Iran 61 to 39%. 78% of Badger State Republicans still identify as MAGA, down from 88% last fall. An Eau Claire High School staff member was arrested yesterday on charges of sexually assaulting multiple students. Police say 22-year-old Nadia Horn, who worked at North High School, was taken into custody after the school district tipped off police officers about an inappropriate relationship. She's facing serious charges, including sexual assault of a child by a school staff person and second-degree sexual assault. And more than 400 road projects are planned across the state of Wisconsin this year as the DOT gears up for a busy construction season. Work is happening everywhere, from rebuilding parts of 41 near Appleton to big improvements on I-94 in Milwaukee and the St. Croix River bridges. Officials say the goal is safer highways and smoother travel. Drivers are urged to plan ahead, use the 511 Wisconsin app, and slow down in those work zones. More news is available at civicmedia.us.
It's the Brewers and the White Sox. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports from American Family Field. Opening day between the Brewers and Chicago White Sox, who had the worst record in the American League last season. Will Venable is in his second year as manager and was asked if the White Sox will be more aggressive on the base paths this season.
For sure. You know, on the bases, we got to find every way we can to be aggressive and get an extra 90 feet, score runs any way that we can. So that's something that, you know, really with the first step out of the box and that effort is going to be important.
The Brewers wrapped up Cactus League action with a record of 12-16. Manager of the year, Pat Murphy, asked if having so many split squad games was productive.
Did we get everything we wanted to get out of it? No, I mean, could have had a few other guys really step up and a few other guys be swinging mid-season form or something like that, but be careful careful what you ask for, you know what I mean? And be careful what you think you got out of spring training, because it's tricked me for 11 years.
NBA, the Bucks lost again, this time to the Trailblazers, 130-99, with Sports on Mike Clemens.
Mostly cloudy with a few scattered showers today. We will get to the low 50s by early afternoon, and then temperatures will start to drop behind this cold front that's moving through. Tonight down to 21, tomorrow partly cloudy and colder with a high of 40. The good news, we will warm back up for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your Wisconsin Rapids News Roundup from WIRI and WFHR, locally grown radio. Find more news anytime at WFHR.com and WIRI.FM. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.